Hi Taurus, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. You can see I'm recording from a different location today. I'm at my sister's house for the weekend. Yeah, so that's why the backdrop looks different. Anyway, I started recording this, I shuffled the cards on screen and everything, and then the video kind of fucked over. So I'm recording it again. Thankfully you don't get to see me shuffle the cards because I take ages. If you'd like a private reading with me, Taurus, go to www.carolsuniverse.co.uk. This is an interesting month for you guys, and I feel it's a really kind of important month. As you know, in the readings I try to explain the cards in a variety of ways, because with the tarot, especially when you're doing general readings and there isn't a specific question, it's always important to try and explain the cards as many ways you can think of in the time allotted. This might be shorter this month, 20 minutes or so, because I feel that it's good to sort of have midway, not so much of a long reading. And also you've got a love reading, a general reading, so you've already got something there as well, another reading. So after this one, or drawing or whatever, you can always hop over and have a look at the general, and that's your love reading. So it's a 21 card Gypsy Tarot spread, and it focuses completely on your love lives. In the month of October 2016, I feel your advice card is to be assertive, and your angel card says it as well. And I feel that the Two of Swords says, block out anything that's not useful for you, because use your head instead of your heart. Go with what your logic tells you, because that's what the swords are. The swords are the logic of the tarot, because they're represented by air, so they're represented by our thoughts and ideas. And when you get the Two of Swords, it's about a lady who is blocking out how she feels. So she might be putting on a brave face, for example. She might be suppressing how she feels. She might be letting her head rule her heart. And sometimes it's important in life to do that, because we know that sometimes emotions can lead us astray. And so they can lead us to think things that aren't there. They can lead us to do things that we shouldn't do, act in ways that we shouldn't be acting in, say things that we shouldn't be saying, think things that we shouldn't be thinking. So it's always important, I feel, when you get sword energy, especially as being your advice card. It's always, for me, a lot of the time, things like the Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, Five of Swords, Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords is a different matter in a way, but those types of cards, Two of Swords, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, that type of thing, it tells us to pay attention to our minds, pay attention to, and it's not just paying attention to your mind, but it's also paying attention to the mental clarity, because the swords, as all of the suits do, they start off with the aces, and the aces represent, especially when you get something like the Ace of Swords, it is the start of mental clarity that comes to us. So you get the Ace of Swords, somebody starts to become quite aware, mentally aware. So there's a sense of, okay, I get it, I understand what this situation is. My mind is kind of opened up to what's really going on here. And then the Two of Swords can be the warning. Well, maybe I need to block something out here. Maybe what I was feeling isn't really the right thing. Maybe the ideas now that I have, they need to take precedence over a situation. And then the Three of Swords. So therefore, okay, Ace of Swords, I now know. I'm facing up to the truth. Two of Swords, the truth that I'm facing up to, maybe I need to block certain things out. Three of Swords, right, I need to make head and heart decisions over what I need to do here. Four of Swords, I'm going to contemplate this. What's the best route of action that I need to take? Five of Swords, right, I need to start this fight. I need to, complete this struggle. Six of Swords, finally struggle's over and now I can move on. Okay, Seven of Swords, now I need to strategize how I move towards a new beginning, that type of thing. So the tarot, it's very, very good, because it's a journey, and it's a storyboard, and it shows through the certain cards, especially within the pip energy, of how a situation could potentially move along. So you could literally develop a storyboard around that. And I feel that in the month of October 2016, Taurus, the advice is block out anything that is no good for you. Seriously, just block it out, because your general energy is strength. And the Empress. Now, because I've looked at the advice card, it says to me that maybe there is something that you need to restrain from, because the Empress can sometimes mean having too much of a good thing. okay, because this lady is very comfortable. She sits in a beautiful surrounding. She's got all of her creature comforts. She is wealthy beyond belief. She's very abundant. She's very fertile. She's very, very attractive. So sometimes the Empress can mean to overindulge in certain things. And sometimes with the Strength card, what it means is we need to restrain from those things. We need to restrict ourselves from those things. It can also mean, because Strength, the word strong, and the Empress means attractive. So this is a very attractive female. She draws men in like flies, that type of thing. So it can mean a strong attraction. I feel that there is somebody that you're probably very, very attracted to. The Empress, funnily enough, represents Taurus or Libra energy. So this card can actually represent you guys in the reading. This is you. And I feel that there is an individual around you, male or female. Could be a Leo individual, because Strength represents a Leo. And Strength is very much about masculine, sexual energy. Okay, but it's also about a woman's ability to tame a very strong male. Okay, this is what you get when you get this card some of the time. So because it's about very strong male sexual energy, and we know the Empress is very much about being in love. It's ruled by Venus, which rules, I believe it's Taurus and Libra. This is the card, as I said, of a Taurus or a Libra individual. It could be that some of you guys have a very strong attraction maybe to a Leo individual, or a Leo has a very strong attraction to you. It might be, I feel, your inability, though, to control a Leo as well in this card, because when I look at Strength, it is the female controlling the male energy. Now, this reading is for both male and female, so it could be a male trying to control a female energy. Who's very, very strong, very passionate, and trying to get someone to adhere to who we are as individuals, or who you are as an individual. You might have a certain view of love, and somebody might have a certain view of love at the same time, and the two might not meet. And this is where you get the Two of Swords. It could be that you need to make decisions based on rationale rather than what you're feeling emotionally inside. The first of the 8 cards that we see is the Four of Pentacles. Now, if I were to describe this individual, maybe that's around some of you guys in the month of October, we've got it coupled with the Sun. Again, the Sun represents a Leo energy. So we've got 3 Leos, because we've got a King of Wands as well. King of Wands represents a Leo energy. So I feel that the Leo, potentially for some of you guys, a Leo person potentially, is very strong in the month of October. And I feel around this person, it might be that, and I'm seeing that you're on one side, and the Leo is on the other. So I'm looking at the Four of Pentacles, the Sun, and the King of Wands. And if you look at how the tarot works, if we were to look at this as an interaction between people, it could be because you're Taurus, so you would represent Pentacles. And Pentacles are, especially when you look at the Four of Pentacles, this is someone who refrains, and they hold back from doing a certain thing. So they are refraining themselves from, they're being very, very cautious. They're using what they have, who they are, what they've built up as some form of protection device. So it's to defend themselves. They're defending their territory. They're holding on to their self-belief. They're set in their ways. But we see that a Leo is facing the Sun. So this person is looking over at excitement. They're looking over at something that they're very attracted to. But you're facing out from it. Whilst they're looking, this person seems to be looking inward, you seem to be looking away. And I feel that for some of you guys, it could be that you are restraining yourself from an individual. If I were to think who is this individual? Well, we also know the Four of Pentacles can mean a particular person. This could be, for some of you guys, either it's Taurus, maybe an earth sign individual, or a fire sign individual, potentially in the month of October. This person would be pretty selfish as an individual. They like everything their own way with the Four of Pentacles. They've got a certain way of doing things. They can be quite greedy. They can be quite grabbing. They can be somebody who likes to possess others because they see people as possessions. Coupled, I feel, with the Sun card, this person has a sense of self-entitlement. This person might be very much liking to be in the spotlight. They might think that they're all that. They might think, have a sense of a very confident individual, but the confidence is more about who they are rather than who you are. So it's more about what you can do for them rather than what they can do for you. We have underneath this the Three of Cups. So this person might like, Lots of female or male attention, because you've got that Three of Cups there. And when you get the Three of Cups, it can be dancing girls, or it can be excitement, or it can be going to social gatherings where there's a lot of people. I get a sense for some of you guys, there'll be a person around you in the month of October, Taurus, who might be this type of individual. But I feel that you've had enough, because you've got the Ten of Swords here. And the Ten of Swords means I've had enough. Okay, it means this is over. It means I can't take anymore. It means this is too much of an overwhelming situation. This card can mean to be stabbed in the back. Potentially some of you guys feel betrayed by either a... this could be a Capricorn energy, Four of Pentacles. So it could be a Capricorn individual, but it can be Taurus and Virgo, same as you. Or it could be a Leo energy individual because it's the sun. So it's either an earth sign or a fire sign I feel some of you guys might be feeling betrayed by. And it could be their inability to stop having so much fun with others. So stop being involved in group mentality, group gatherings, partying, girls, boys, being the centre of attention. And I feel that this is why, though there might be a very strong attraction to you and somebody else, because you are the Empress, you're very beautiful. Okay, you're very attractive to the opposite or the same sex. You're someone who really enjoys being around others. And the Strength card can be a very strong male, or, you know, just a very strong energy, sexual energy card. I do feel there's a strong attraction between you and somebody else. But I feel that your advice card is to block this person out. Use your logic. Look at the evidence of the situation. Make your mind based on what you see rather than what you feel. Because this individual might be quite selfish. They might like to be the centre of attention. And therefore they might enjoy parties, dancing girls, dancing boys, enjoying extra marital or extra boyfriend-girlfriend activities. And maybe for some of you guys, you've simply had enough of the situation with the Ten of Swords. You might also be feeling betrayed by a particular person in terms of this. We also see the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is a Leo energy as well. So this is why I'm thinking this might be a Leo person potentially around you in the month of October that you're having problems with. With the Ace of Swords, you might be facing up to the truth with that individual. So it might be that you're looking to cut this particular type of individual out, because this individual is not serving your higher purpose. Okay, so there's a sense of real spiritual, mental enlightenment that comes to you around maybe a King of Wands energy. And I feel with the Ten of Wands, this is a real struggle, okay? Because, and I feel that this King of Wands here, it might be that you seek to cut this particular type of person out with the Ace of Swords, because this King of Wands struggles with that Ten of Wands to accept the love that is being offered to him. Can you see how that would work? So I feel in the month of October 2016, Taurus, that potentially for some of you guys, if there is a person around you who refuses to commit to a relationship, because I'm seeing commitment problems within a relationship here potentially for some of you guys in the month of October 2016, then the advice card is really saying, you know what, maybe you need to draw the battle lines. Maybe you need to say to this person, you know what, this is really not going anywhere. Nowhere at all. I can't see this relationship really expanding, really growing. You know, the Empress is a card of growth, but then the Empress represents Taurus and Libra, and that's you, Taurus. Taurus is the sign of wealth and abundance, and so is the Empress, okay? But I feel that what you're looking for is more than wealth, is a sense of security, and a sense that a relationship can actually expand and go somewhere. And therefore, you might be very strongly attracted to this individual. You might even be trying to tame this individual, but I think it would be difficult, because I feel this individual might be selfish enough to think that it's all about them and very little about who you are. And I feel that there is some bitterness, potentially some annoyance around the situation in which this person refrains from it. It looks like they're trying to avoid the love that is offered to them, because you've got that Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands can mean to avoid, because this person's hiding behind 10 Wands and they're avoiding the offer of love with the Ace of Cups. So therefore it might be that you need to cut this person out. There's great mental clarity that comes that says, you know what, I need to cut off from this King of Wands individual, because he refuses to accept the love that I'm offering to him or her. Because this person may be selfish, may only think about themselves and their own needs, which we know that sometimes that can be a characteristic of a Leo individual. And therefore I give up. because this person is interested in more of a, what's the word? It's not monogamous, is it? It's more of an open relationship, perhaps. For some of you guys, it could be in the month of October 2016 that you are feeling a sense of well-being around your security, though, because I'm just looking at the different things that this could be saying, because we do have a Four of Pentacles in the Sun. And the Four of Pentacles, besides meaning somebody who can be quite selfish and somebody who likes things their own way, it can also mean financial stability and security. And with the Sun card, I feel there's a sense of well-being and happiness around that. I feel that for some of you guys, the hard times might be over because you've got the Ten of Swords in there and the Three of Cups that shows up afterwards. So it shows that after the heartache, after the problems, after the tiredness, after feeling really just down and out and beat around the situation, particularly concerning finances maybe, that finally the Three of Cups sees you entering into a time of happiness and fruition. This is the card of success and overcoming obstacles and feeling really happy about that. So for some of you guys, I do see you that you're overcoming a time of depression maybe, because you are feeling quite secure financially, the Four of Pentacles, along with that Sun, and therefore I feel that it's really kind of making you feel a lot better. We know that the Sun and the Ten of Swords are both majors, but they are so different as major cards. One card references feeling overwhelmed by different things. It can be bills, because swords represent communication. So it can be lots of communication that one person is receiving that is overwhelming them, i.e. paperwork, that type of thing, bills, costs. But with this Four of Pentacles, what we see is stability and security. So I feel that, you know, the Ten of Swords, sorry, underscores that Four of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel that you're holding your own. You're entering and ending of a cycle. It's been a difficult period, though, for some of you guys leading up till now. But you get this. You get the Four of Pentacles that's sitting on top of that Ten of Swords. So it says to me, I'm holding my own. I've held my own in the difficult times. And therefore, as a result of that, what I've got is some very positive changes that have come in. And they've resulted in some really, really successful outcomes. Some celebration with the Three of Cups. For some of you guys, you might be hearing about pregnancy. We know that the Sun and the Three of Cups can be cards about expecting children, or happiness over a conception of a child, that type of thing. I also feel, again, that you are overcoming some difficulties, because we've got the Ten of Wands that leads to the Ace of Cups. So we know that tens are the wrapping up, they're the completion. When you get things like Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, it might be that there's been a struggle to the finish line, that something has completed or wrapped up, but it's been really difficult to get there, but you get there. And what you get after it is happiness and abundance and a fresh start. So some of you guys are actually literally having a fresh start, because you've got that Ten of Wands, the end of the line, deadlines. For some of you guys, you might have deadlines and you get past those deadlines. And the Ace of Cups is fresh start. For some of you guys, it might be that you're getting an award, or you're receiving something for all of your hard work. Because we do see the Ten of Wands, that's hard work card. That's where you've got a lot of hard work, a lot of struggles, a lot of burdens to achieving something. This often comes up when you've got a deadline for work or something like that. But in return for all of your hard work, what I do see is perhaps an award that comes to you. Something that is given, a gift, in return for all the hard work that you've put into something. And we do see this again with the Ten of Swords and the Three of Cups. But this for me is more like overcoming depression, or overcoming a really dark place in order to achieve happiness with the Three of Cups. Both cards, both of the tens that show up in this reading, end up with really good results afterwards. It's beautiful. For some of you guys, I feel that you've come to a point of spiritual enlightenment. I also feel that it's come to a point where there's been severance with a certain career, perhaps. Because we've got the King of Wands here, and this can reference a career or a certain career path that you've been on. When you're a king, you've sometimes been in a job for a very, very long time. Might be at the top of your game, might be a manager, something like that. But I feel with the Ace of Swords, there's severance perhaps with a career path that you've gone on. And for some of you guys, it might be that you're at the end of that now with that Ten of Wands, and you're looking to go on a fresh start. So for some of you guys, it could be a new job that comes to you in the month of October 2016. And there is happiness around this, because we've got the Sun and the Four of Pentacles. So it's Four of Pentacles, security, stability, and along with that comes happiness and a fresh start. New things start to come in. So I'm seeing fresh starts all over the board. I'm definitely seeing, besides the first reading that I got, a new job for some of you guys. I feel that you're overcoming a period of darkness, depression, and there's real happiness showing up here. For some of you guys, it might be that you come up with a new idea on something here, maybe on how to increase your security, because the Ten of Swords that I look at here, swords represent ideas and being overwhelmed by them. So sometimes you'll get this card that comes up when it's like, I can't think of anything more, I'm brain dead, I just feel completely exhausted by a project or something that I've been trying to do. Remember, the swords are ideas and words and struggles, communication. So if these are all the ideas that are in your back and they're overwhelming you, I feel that you actually end up being quite successful in terms of all the hard work that you've put into something. Could be a project for some of you guys, but I am seeing being rewarded for something that's been long in development, something that you've been working on. I'm seeing a lot of mental clarity coming in. It looks like it's around a career path. It looks like for some of you guys you're at the ending of a career path and you're entering into something new. I also feel that for some of you guys, if there've been money situations going on, Taurus, something in which you've needed to save because you've been kind of trying to save up for something or put your money into a certain direction, that this will be achieved in the month of October 2016. Because we do have that strength card there, and sometimes this means restraint, holding back, the ability to take your time, to have patience, to endure. But it's almost like endurance leads to prosperity, wealth and abundance with the Empress card. It could be that something you've invested in, you reap rewards on with that Sun card. And therefore, maybe a time of turbulence and difficulty is over as you reap the rewards with the Three of Cups. It's a brilliant reading. There's struggle in this reading, but you overcome it in the month of October. It says that you're at the end of the line in something here. But I feel majorly that this reading is about, I just wanted to throw other stuff in there, okay, so that I try and cater for different people in the reading. But I feel more than anything, you guys are cutting somebody out. I really do feel that, because I feel that this person, as I've said, could have been quite selfish, because really with the Sun card, they're purely thinking about who they are. They might enjoy different people, so they might want an open relationship, I guess, with that Three of Cups. And maybe this is something that you've had enough of with the Ten of Swords. So therefore you might decide to cut out a King of Wands. I feel it might be a Leo energy individual. Doesn't have to be, could also be an earth sign. And therefore with the Ten of Wands, I feel that this Leo does not want to accept love that comes in. And I feel that this is something that you've faced up to with the Ace of Swords. So therefore, this can also be you. You may be cutting out the Leo individual here because you've had enough. Maybe of their wild ways. So therefore, in the month of October 2016, Taurus, I do feel in the main with this reading, even though I can see plenty of you guys, new job, ending something old, for example, ending of projects, awards coming in, receiving gifts after all of your hard work, financial security coming to some of you as well, sense of well-being, good health, that type of thing. I do feel in the main that if this is to do with a relationship, then I feel that the answer is, in the advice card, that you need to cut somebody out, and you'll be seeking to do that. That's the advice card. Cut out what is no good for you. Base your decisions on logic rather than feeling. You might have a very strong attraction to someone, but it looks to me like this person is non-committal for some of you guys in the month of October 2016. And your angel card shows up as be assertive. Let me just get the booklet. This is what came out when I juggled the cards and started recording the video and stuff. So be assertive. Let's have a look what that means. This situation calls for you to take matters into your own hands. You must get clear on your personal feelings and then pursue the fulfillment of your desires with courage and self-confidence. Ask for what you need without watering down your request in order to satisfy others. Remember that seeing to your own needs is nothing to apologise for. Set boundaries with those around you in order to create a safe and fair environment. Tailor your actions so that you can earn the respect from others you deserve and then move forward. Brilliant. So I guess this Ten of Wands and the Ace of Cups can be, I need help. And you receive it if you're struggling too much. And maybe it's being assertive with the Ace of Swords, speaking your mind as it were. Because maybe there's just far too much responsibility in your job. So that can also factor in as well. But I do feel in the main that this is a relationship reading. And that for some of you guys, you are definitely cutting someone out because they're not actually fulfilling the brief. They're not actually fulfilling your desires. And it looks like to me that this person might be doing exactly what they want when they want. And for some of you guys, you might be looking for more commitment in a particular person in the month of October 2016. And I do get the sense that this is probably something that's not forthcoming in this month. So that is your reading, Taurus. I would like to say thank you very, very much for using Carol's Universe. And I will see you guys on your November reading. Don't forget to check out your love reading, which is next door. Speak to you guys soon. Take care.